You think you know how investing works? Well, I hate to break it to you, but you're probably believing some dangerous myths that are literally keeping you broke. And no, I'm not talking about obvious scams or get-rich-quick schemes. I'm talking about common wisdom that sounds smart but is actually costing you thousands of dollars every single year. Here's the shocking truth. 95% of people avoid investing or invest poorly because they believe 5 specific myths that are completely false. These myths are so widespread that even financial experts repeat them without thinking. But today, I'm going to shatter these myths one by one and show you the real data that proves why they're not just wrong, they're financially devastating. If you're new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you won't miss out on the valuable insights we share in our future videos. Trust me, what I'm about to reveal could literally change your financial future. Let's destroy these 5 myths that are keeping you poor. Myth number 1. You need to time the market to make money. This is probably the biggest lie in investing, and it's keeping millions of people on the sidelines while their money sits in savings accounts earning practically nothing. You've probably heard this before. Wait for the market to crash, then buy low and sell high. Sounds logical, right? Well, here's why this myth is absolutely destroying your wealth potential. Let me tell you about a study that will blow your mind. Fidelity analyzed their own customer accounts and discovered something incredible. Their best performing investors were actually people who forgot they had accounts. These people weren't timing the market, weren't checking their phones every day, weren't trying to be clever. They just invested and forgot about it. But here's the real kicker. And this is something those market timing gurus won't tell you. If you miss just the 10 best days in the stock market over the past 20 years, your returns would be cut almost in half. Think about that for a second. Missing just 10 days out of over 7,000 trading days could cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars over your lifetime. The truth? Even professional fund managers can't consistently time the market. Studies show that over 90% of actively managed funds underperform simple index funds over the long term. Here's what actually works. Dollar cost averaging. If you invested $300 every month in the S&P 500 over the past 20 years, regardless of market conditions, you would have invested $72,000 of your own money, but your account would be worth over $180,000 today. That's the power of consistent investing, not market timing. Myth number 2. Investing is just like gambling. This myth makes me absolutely crazy because it's based on a complete misunderstanding of what investing actually is. When people say investing is gambling, they're usually thinking about day trading or trying to pick the next hot stock. But that's not investing, that's speculating. Here's the difference that could make you rich or keep you broke. When you gamble, you're betting on a random outcome where the odds are stacked against you. When you invest properly, you're buying ownership in profitable businesses that create value over time. Perfect example. If you bought shares of Microsoft 20 years ago, were you gambling? Absolutely not. You were owning a piece of a company that creates software used by billions of people worldwide, generates massive profits, and returns money to shareholders. That's business ownership, not gambling. The data proves this. Over any 20-year period in stock market history, the S&P 500 has never lost money. Never. Compare that to actual gambling, where the house always wins in the long run. Smart investors buy diversified index funds that own hundreds of profitable companies. They're not betting on one company. They're betting on the long-term success of human innovation and business growth. Myth number 3. You need a lot of money to get started. This myth is probably costing more people more money than any other investment myth, and it's completely false in 2025. I can't tell you how many people I've met who say they'll start investing when they have more money. Meanwhile, they're missing out on years of compound growth. Here's the brutal truth with real numbers. Person A starts investing $75 per month at age 25. Person B waits until they're 35 and then invests $150 per month, double the amount. Both earn 8% annual returns and invest until age 65. Who ends up with more money? Person A ends up with over $650,000. Person B ends up with only about $395,000. Starting early with less money, beats waiting by over $250,000. And in 2025, you can literally start investing with $1. Platforms like Fidelity have eliminated minimum investment requirements entirely. There was a janitor named Ronald Reed who consistently invested small amounts in dividend-paying stocks for decades. When he died in 2014, he left behind an investment portfolio worth over $8 million. If you invest just $50 every month starting at age 25, you could have over $400,000 by retirement. That's less than most people spend on coffee and subscriptions. Myth number 4. You should avoid stocks when you're close to retirement. This myth is based on outdated advice that made sense 50 years ago, but is completely wrong today. You've probably heard the old rule: subtract your age from 100, and that's the percentage you should have in stocks. So if you're 60, you should only have 40% in stocks and 60% in bonds. This advice could cost you hundreds of thousands in retirement. Here's what they don't tell you. People are living longer than ever before. If you retire at 65, you could easily live another 25 to 30 years. That means you need your money to grow for 3 decades after you stop working. Keeping most of your money in low-return bonds won't cut it. Let me show you the numbers. Over the past 30 years, stocks have averaged about 10% annual returns, while bonds averaged around 5%. On a $500,000 retirement portfolio over 20 years, that difference could mean the difference between having $3.4 million with stocks versus $1.3 million with bonds. That's over $2 million in lost wealth. The modern approach: even in your 60s and 70s, you should still have a significant portion in stocks, maybe 60 to 70% instead of the old rule's 40%. Yes, stocks are more volatile, but over 10 to 20-year periods, that volatility smooths out, and you benefit from much higher returns. Here's a better strategy. Keep 2 to 3 years of expenses in cash and bonds for stability. Then keep the rest invested in a diversified stock portfolio. This gives you protection against short-term volatility while still allowing your money to grow for the long haul. Myth number 5. Individual stocks are better than index funds. This myth is particularly dangerous because it sounds sophisticated and makes people feel like they're being smart investors. You've probably heard people bragging about their stock picks or talking about finding the next Amazon. But here's the truth that stock picking gurus don't want you to know. Individual stock picking is a losing game for almost everyone. Studies show that over 80% of individual investors underperform the market. Even worse, the average individual investor earns only about 3 to 4% annually, while the S&P 500 has averaged about 10% over the long term. Why? Because people get emotional, they chase hot stocks, they panic and sell at the wrong time. But it gets worse. Even professional stock analysts, people who do this for a living with teams of researchers and inside access to companies, can't consistently beat index funds. Remember, for every stock that goes up 500%, there are dozens that go down 50% or more. Picking winners is incredibly difficult. Let me give you a perfect example. In the 1990s, everyone thought they were geniuses picking tech stocks. Then the dot-com crash happened, and individual investors lost trillions. Meanwhile, people who owned broad market index funds recovered within a few years and went on to new highs. Here's what actually works. Broad market index funds. When you buy an S&P 500 index fund, you own pieces of 500 of the largest, most successful companies in America. You're not betting on one company succeeding, you're betting that American businesses as a whole will continue to grow and profit over time. And historically, that's been a very safe bet. The fees are lower, the diversification is instant, and you don't have to spend hours researching companies or worry about one bad earnings report tanking your portfolio. Warren Buffett, one of the greatest investors of all time, has said that index funds are the best investment for most people. If it's good enough for Warren Buffett to recommend, it's probably good enough for you. Your action plan. Here's what you need to do right now to stop being a victim of these myths. First, stop waiting for the perfect time or the perfect amount of money. Open an investment account today and set up automatic transfers of whatever you can afford. even if it's just $25 per month. Second, choose a broad market index fund like an S&P 500 ETF, and forget about trying to pick individual stocks or time the market. Third, if you're approaching retirement, don't go too conservative too early. Keep a significant portion in stocks to maintain growth potential. Fourth, set it and forget it. Don't check your account every day, don't panic during market downturns, and don't try to be clever with your investments. The truth is, these 5 myths have kept more people poor than any economic recession or market crash ever could. But now you know better. You know that consistent investing beats market timing, that investing is owning businesses, not gambling, that you can start building wealth right now, that you need growth even in retirement, and that simple index funds beat complex stock picking. Your financial future isn't determined by how clever you are with investments. It's determined by how consistent you are and how early you start. The best time to start investing was 20 years ago. The second best time is right now. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more myth-busting financial advice. Hit that bell icon to make sure you don't miss any of our future videos where we'll continue destroying the lies that keep people broke. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, your wealth isn't built by believing myths, it's built by taking action on facts. See you in the next video.